Hello friends, I am Rohan Malkar and I will be teaching you Base plus Advanced Excel along with Statistics in Excel on this channel. So today's video is about one sample t-test. So now let's learn how to perform a one sample t-test in Excel.
Okay, so guys, moving on with the concept of t-test. Basically, t-test allows us to compare the average value of two data sets and check whether they are significantly different or same, that is not different. By doing this, we can check whether these two samples belong to the same population or not. So quickly moving on to how to perform t-test on Excel. So our sum is something like this. Recently, schools published that the average GPA for the graduating class was 3.6. Is there a significant difference between this year's GPA scores, that is these, and the class average of last year, that is this value, 3.6? Okay, so now we'll be performing one sample t-test on this data set. First, we need to go to the data. Then we'll see data analysis tab here. So if this isn't available, you have to just go to file, go to options. In add-ins, you might see Excel add-ins. Then you have to press go. And here you have to check the analysis tool pack if it's unchecked and then click on OK. So probably you will get the data analysis tab here. So now we will click on the data analysis tab. And we'll check what all kinds of t-tests are there. So we have paired two sample for means, we have two sample assuming equal variances, two sample assuming unequal variance in it. So now, since we do not have one sample t-test in our data analysis tools, how do we proceed? No problem. We'll create a dummy column over here and add values 0, 0, however times you may want. But we'll only be adding it twice since we want to save on time. Now we'll go to the data analysis tools, click on t-test 2 sample assuming unequal variances. In our first variable range, we'll include dataset A, that is this year's GPA scores. In variable 2 range, we'll include our dummy values. Then in the hypothesized mean difference, we'll input this value 3.6, which is our last year's average GPA. We'll check the labels column since I've included these two rows as well. And now we'll click on the output range tab and select a tab where we can get the output. And then finally press on OK. So this is how your analysis might look like, where we'll get the mean, variance, the number of observations, our descriptive statistics in this part, and all the necessary information in the lower half. This dummy column now is of no use to us, so we will delete this column. Now since we have the output, we'll try to formulate a decision based on these findings. So this was our question: to determine at alpha is equal to 0.05 whether there is a significant difference between this year's GPA scores and the class average 3.6 of last year. This is the output we received in Excel. So our hypothesis would be H0, that there is no significant difference between GPA scores of this year and last year, and H1 would be there is a significant difference between GPA score of this year and last year. Now moving further with the rejection region. we reject h0 if modulus of t is greater than 2.2622. Now you would say, why modulus of t? Since this test is a two-tailed test, we take modulus of t. How would you recognize whether a test is a two-tailed test or a one-tailed test? If in our hypothesis we just have to find whether there is a significant difference or not, then that is a two-tailed test. Since we don't know the averages is greater or lesser. But if our hypothesis is such that whether an average is greater or lesser than other average, then that is a one-tailed test, and in that case we'll look out for t critical one-tail. But as of now we'll continue with t critical two-tail. Moving further to the test statistic, it is t is equal to minus 0.8745. Our p-value is also two-tailed, that is 0.4046. Now moving further to the decision criterion. Because modulus of minus 0.8745 is less than 2.2622, we do not reject h0. Another way to look around this is we compare the p-value with the alpha value. If the p-value 0.4046 would have been lesser than the alpha value, we would have rejective h0. But since it is greater than 0.05, we do not reject h0. So our final conclusion would be we accept h0, which means there is no significant difference between GPA score of this year and last year.
So that was a video on how to perform a one sample t-test on Excel. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel SQ Tuitions. Apart from that, we are launching online tuitions for all those students who find difficulty in understanding some basic concept of statistics and how to perform those in various softwares such as R, Python and Excel. If you wish to enroll for our online tuitions, you may find all the information below in the description area. Thank you for watching our video.